I have started with it. You can keep your books ready with that. So good morning class 7A. This is the revision class for class 7A and today we are taking up the chapter hydrosphere and atmosphere. However, in the chapter atmosphere, we will only take exercise D. Exercise D, that is very short answer type questions. There can be questions from this exercise in the exam. In the question paper, you might see questions from this. So anyways, if you know the answer, raise your hand. Otherwise, we will discuss this in the class. In which part of the atmosphere the air is densest? In which part of the atmosphere is the air densest? Yes, Aaron David.
Ma'am, can I answer?
No, please do not unmute your mic unless somebody who has got a raised hand should answer. Aaron David, if you are ready with the answer, then only raise hand. Yes. Unmute your mic. Now speak. In which part of the atmosphere is the air densest? Yes, Aliza.
Troposphere.
And complete the sentence.
In troposphere, the atmosphere air is densest.
In troposphere part of atmosphere, the air is densest. This is how you do it. Aina Yadav, kindly mute your mic. 3 times I have muted you. Otherwise, I will have to remove you from the class. Okay. Madhya, what is insolation? What is insolation? Anyone else? Yes, Aditya.
The incoming solar radiation received by the earth is termed as insolation.
Okay, so this is insolation. What air, sorry, the heat of the sun which comes to the earth is called insolation. Fine. Divyanshu Maheshwari, can you tell us what is terrestrial radiation? I hope I have told you. Or anyone else? Maheshwari? When the heat is radiated back into the atmosphere, then it is terrestrial radiation. Anyways, what causes rapid evaporation? What causes rapid evaporation? Parth? Aditya again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What causes rapid evaporation?
Yes, ma'am. High temperature causes evaporation. Rapid
Okay,
evaporation.
fine. Okay, fine. And the last question that we have here, what are easterly winds? We have studied about the different winds according to the different air pressure zones in the world. So what are easterly winds? Okay, yes, Parth?
A wind, especially a prevailing wind that blows from the east, is an easterly wind. The trade winds in the tropical region and the prevailing winds in the polar region are called easterly winds.
All right, fine, very good. So now children, only this exercise D was there in the syllabus for the final term. We will discuss the chapter from page number 89 onwards, that is hydrosphere, ocean and their circulation. Now in this chapter, we have talked all about the hydro domain or the water domain of the earth, that is the hydrosphere. The very first concept goes by is the oceans are saline. The ocean is salty. Now, can you tell me why is the ocean saline?
Ma'am, can I tell? Zaina.
Okay. Yes, Zaina.
Seawater is salty because minerals like sodium chloride, which make up a common salt that we use every day, are washed away from the land by rivers and get dissolved in the sea and ocean water.
Okay, fine. Because of the presence of minerals, particularly sodium chloride, which is salty in nature, causes sea water to turn saline. Saline water means any water which is salty. Even if you mix 1 spoon of salt in 1 glass of water, check it. If it is salty, that means it is a saline water. Okay, can you just tell me what is the percentage water covers on the earth?
The average salinity of the ocean water is 35 gram of salt per 1,000 gram of water.
This is the average salinity. I am asking water covers about dash % of earth. How much earth
Ma'am,
is
can I tell?
covered?
Yes, ma'am, 70.8%.
Okay, fine. To be precise, 70.8% or approximately 71%. Asher Philip, can you tell us the concept of hydrological cycle or commonly called as the water cycle? Asher, can you just tell us?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, please go
Ma'am,
ahead. In your own
ma'am,
words,
ma'am, can you repeat your question, ma'am? Your voice is
the
not coming.
question is, what is water cycle or hydrological cycle?
Ma'am, water from the Earth's water body evaporate due to the heat of the sun. It rises up and changes into tiny water droplets. These tiny water droplets join together to form clouds. Uh, 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 the rainwater come down from the clouds in the form of precipitation. The cycle continues.
Okay, fine. This is the basic and the best definition of a hydrological cycle. Water evaporates from water bodies and it frames up clouds. Clouds condense, the water cools down, clouds are formed and they become saturated. Saturated means 100% full of water droplets. When they become saturated, they pour down. They pour down as what? They pour down as precipitation. How many types of precipitation could be there? Asher? Yes, Parth?
Ma'am, it can be in a hail, snow, or rain.
Okay,
Ma'am,
hail,
yes, no, I was.
snow, rain, drizzle, sleet. So many forms of precipitation could be there. Okay, can you tell me which is the world's saltiest sea? Abhinav. Abhinav, can you tell us which is the world's saltiest sea? Oh, Abdul Hadi, I see is here.
Ma'am, can I tell?
Oh, don't unmute your mic and saying, can I tell, can I tell? Those same people have
Ma'am,
studied.
Dead Sea.
It is the Dead Sea. Okay, fine. Very good. So, children, can you tell me the temperature of oceans will be highest near which imaginary line? Yes, Shikhar? The temperature would be highest near dash. Speak up. Shikhar? Maheshwari?
Ma'am, equator.
Yes, it is equator. Okay, Al-Shifa, please tell me what causes huge waves in the sea? Al-Shifa, what causes huge waves in the sea?
The strong winds blow the bigger waves.
The stronger the wind blows, the bigger will be the wave. जितनी ज़्यादा तेज wind water की upper surface को hit करती है, higher will be the waves. Okay. Can anyone just tell me what are ocean currents? What are ocean currents? There are some people who are sitting here just for decoration purpose.
Ma'am, may I tell?
Okay,
Can I
yes,
tell?
Zaina.
When winds disturb this one stretch of water and drive a mass of water over large areas, ocean currents are formed.
Okay, fine. So basically what we are trying to say is when ocean water moves, it converts into ocean current. Current means something which is moving, which is having motion, which is in continuation. So move karta hua ocean water is called as an ocean current. Okay. So children, can you just tell me in some basic lines what are tides? What are tides? Let me do this concept with you once again. If you turn to page number 91, I hope it is page number 91 of the new book. So, overall rise or overall fall in the ocean water is termed as tides. There can be very high rise and very high fall. Also, there can be very little rise and very little fall in the ocean water. When it is very high rise and very deep fall, then it is called as a spring tide. When do spring tides occur? When sun, earth and moon are in a straight line. And when do neap tide occur? Neap tides occur when sun, earth and moon are, when the moon is diagonally above the earth's surface and the gravitational pull of sun tends to cancel the gravitational pull of earth, and that is why it causes very little rise and very little fall in the ocean water. Now, ocean currents, why are they important? Anyone use of ocean current? Anyone importance or use of ocean current? Adya Sharma, can you tell us why are ocean currents important? There is a huge list of 9 points. Or anybody else who can answer? Adya, write it out.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Can I
Okay.
answer?
Can I answer?
Just a minute. Manmay wants to answer. Yes, Manmay.
Ma'am, the exchange of water during high and low tides makes the water rich in nutrients. And
Very
ma'am,
good. It mixes, when it moves, it mixes with other part of the ocean and it produces rich, high mineral. Okay. Any other use of ocean
and
currents?
ma'am, number two, ma'am, the force of waves and tides can be harnessed to generate electricity. This
Yes,
electricity
it
is tidal.
can move with such a speed that it can generate electricity or tidal energy. What do we call this? Tidal energy or hydro energy, hydroelectricity. Okay, very nice. Minha, can you tell us what is a tsunami? Minha, horse, Minha, horse. Shikhar is raising hand. Shikhar, do you want to answer? Aditya, what is a tsunami?
Ma'am, can I tell?
Okay.
Ma'am, can I answer?
May I? Aliza.
Ma'am, Manme.
Ma'am,
Okay,
Madhya
fine. Very
Sharma.
nice. Good people at least know this. Yes, Aliza. What is a tsunami?
Ma'am, internal movements of the earth cause undersea volcanoes, eruption, earthquakes, undersea
Okay.
landslides, or shifting of place. These
Okay.
trigger waves assume enormous size and huge height on approaching the coast. They are termed as tsunami.
Okay. And to be basic, when undersea earthquake or landslide causes huge movement in the ocean water, producing very, very high, huge waves as tall as how much? As tall as 30 meters sometimes. This is known as a tsunami. Okay. So I guess some of you have really studied it nicely. So people, please go through this chapter properly and make sure whatever you study with full dedication. Kindly do not cheat during exams because it is shown in your performance if you have cheated or not. Okay. Can you tell me the direction of ocean currents in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere? Let's see who knows this. The direction of ocean currents in northern and southern hemisphere.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Water
can I
moves
answer?
in one
Ma'am,
direction.
can I answer?
Water
can
moves
I
in one
answer?
direction in northern hemisphere. Let me
Ma'am,
speak. And it moves in another direction in the southern hemisphere. Who's going to tell this?
ma'am, acid.
Okay.
Parth.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am,
Parth.
right in the northern hemisphere and left in the southern hemisphere.
Okay, fine. So it is right in the northern hemisphere. Right means clockwise. You can write this. Clockwise in the northern hemisphere and anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Okay. So this is also clear to us now that the water moves in the clockwise motion in northern hemisphere and in the anti-clockwise motion in the southern hemisphere. Now these last 5 minutes I give to you. If you want to ask any query or if you want a meaning of any section, you can ask me quickly. Yes, children. When the sun and the moon are at the right angle, what do we call it? When
ma'am,
the
neap
sun
tide.
Neap tides.
Okay,
Neap
very
tide.
nice.
Deep dive.
Very nice. Somebody was asking me some question. Please repeat.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Parth.
Yes, Parth.
Yes, ma'am. I was saying that, ma'am. Can you please explain one more time what are the advantages of ocean currents?
Advantages of ocean currents. Now you see, you can relate this logically. अगर ocean water move कर रहा है, तो वो किस किस तरह से हमें beneficial होगा? What you can say is, it saves fuel because if the ship sails in the same direction as of the ocean current, it will be very cost effective to transport things from one part of the world to another part. So it helps in transportation. Secondly, when ocean currents mix up with other part of the ocean water is very vast spread और एक region से दूसरे region तक जब ocean current move करेगा, it will cause mixing up of minerals. So the mixing up of water will make the water rich in nutrients. If it is rich in nutrients, it will help the fishing industry because more and more fishes will be there because the water is in good health, you can say. If the water is moving, it will produce some current and that current is harnessed into hydroelectricity or tidal electricity. Tidal power plants are there. So it is important in that way. It is important for the purpose of transportation of ships. It is more fuel efficient, you can say. The or what else you can say? The movement of ocean currents also causes the temperature to become moderate, not too hot, not too cold. So the water will be moderate. So there will be no extremes of climates in the coastal areas. और जब extremes नहीं होंगे, icebergs melt होंगे. When the icebergs will melt, it will provide a clear passage for the ships to sail. It will also regulate the temperature of the of the coastal regions. If you have been to Chennai, Mumbai, Goa, places like these, you see these places are not very cold. Why? Because the coastal areas have average temperature. They have a moderate temperature. What helps them to have a moderate temperature? The seawater helps the coastal area temperature to moderate, and that is why the coastal areas provide a huge variety of tropical fruits. So more or less closely related or sparsely related, ocean currents provide all these benefits. Good question. Any other question, anybody? Isha, do you have a query? Aditya, Maheshwari? And then there are people in the class who think they know it all. So they have not joined anyway. Yes, Aisha Philip? Aisha, you were raising hand. Do you want to ask anything?
No, ma'am, it was by mistake.
Okay, never mind. Children, please revise these two chapters properly. And if there is anything you would like to know from these two chapters, just let me know. In the next week, we will be having a geography period, right? We will be having one more geography period. So we can sum up 2 more chapters, that is natural vegetation and wildlife, that is lesson number 6, and human environment settlements, that is chapter number 7. Please form up your questions from these 2 chapters. We will discuss this on the next geography turn.